Dear learners of class 9, I welcome you to one online class of the day. Our today's lesson is Bangabandhu's family in 1971. In the last class, we discussed para 4. Today, the rest of the para from 5 to 7 we will discuss, and there are some exercises for you. I will discuss with you. So, I hope you all are prepared with your notebook, pen, pencils, and useful necessary things to enjoy a class. First, look vocabulary. There are some important words I have written on this whiteboard. First one is set fire, second is protest, establish, extremely, pretend, blast with, opportunity, invigorating. There are more words. I hope you are familiar with this. Set fire. This is a verb. For this we can write burn. In present tense burn, past tense burnt. Protest is also a verb, and we can write oppose, to oppose. Strongly. Of a decision. Establish, this also a verb. It means set up. To set up. Extremely is that verb. Severely, we can write it severely. Pretend is also a verb. For this, we can write to act, a role, which is not actual, S-E-T-U-L, actual for this actor. Blast with is also a verb. We can write give birth. Opportunity, this is noun. We can write scoop. Invigorating is adjective. We can write for this inspiring, P-I-R-I-N-G, inspiring. I hope you have got the point from these words. And there are other words. If you go through the book, I think you have already finished. So we need not go through all the parts. Only from the para number 5, I want to learn. I want to read out some lines. In the month of May the same year, Pakistan Army set fire to Bangabandhu's Tungipara home in front of his parents. Bangabandhu was born at Tungipara, Gopalganj, you know. Pakistan Army attacked his village home and set fire in front of his parents. A young man from the village protested. Protest means to oppose strongly. This means that that young man was very courageous, brave. So he did not tolerate just type of misdeed, evil deed of Pakistan Army. So he opposed it strongly. The evil deed and was shot dead, and he was killed by Pakistan Army. Both parents of Bangabandhu fell ill in October and were admitted to PG hospital. Begum Mujib and her family were allowed to visit them 2 or 3 times a week for 1 hour. However, that created the opportunity. Opportunity means here scope. Opportunity for them to establish. Establish means set up. Establish a better communication. You know that communication means with the freedom fighters. There was a good link between the Bangabandhu family and freedom fighters to fight against Pakistan Army. Now, in the final para, look at here. I think you have already completed this. Again, finally, the victory day arrived. There was joy everywhere, but Bangabandhu's family was yet to be free from captivity. Captivity means, you know, they were under arrest. The Pakistani occupational forces are still cordoning. Cordoning means a line or a ring that of police or soldiers that who cordon Bangabandhu's house and firing at people rushing over. There chanting Joy Bangla. Joy Bangla is a slogan which is called invigorating or inspiring, spirited, highly spirited slogan of that time. But they fled, the word comes, original word, verb from flee. F-L-E-E, flee. Flee, fled. Fled the next morning when the Indian Army came to rescue the family. So remember, the family was rescued by Indian Army. Sheikh Jamal returned home in the afternoon while Sheikh Kamal returned home the next day. So remember, they did not come. They did not return the same day. Nevertheless, the biggest is the superlative form, anxiety, the biggest anxiety of the family persisted. Bangabandhu was yet to be released from Pakistani prison, and they did not know when that great moment would arrive and how. In the last class, I told you to make 5 sentences about the torture of Pakistan Army against Bangabandhu's family. Today, we will discuss section D. There are some questions. Section D. This means answering questions. There are 5 questions. I want to write down 1 or 2 answers of the questions, and the rest 3, 4, 5, these are the home tasks. You will do it at home. Question number 1. Why was the family anxious on the 25th March night in 1971? So we can write the family. The family means Bangabandhu's family. The family was anxious, AXIOUS, anxious, on the 25th March night in 1971. Why? You will get the answer in the very first para. Because Pakistan Army broke the silence of the night. How? By firing from guns moreover. The family could realize the coming tragic situation for the family and for the other people. You can write answer just away for the question number 1. For your better understanding and to repeat, the family was anxious. Anxious means they are in with anxiety. They were passing their time anxious on the date is 25th March 9 in 1971 because Pakistan army broke the silence of the night by firing from guns. Moreover, the family could realize the coming tragic situation for the family and the other people. Number 2. For the question number 2, what you will write? Where did Bangabandhu send the girls on that night? It's important. You can write the answers just away. The night was very critical for Bangabandhu's family. As the head of the family, Bangabandhu sent. This is the first form of send. S-E-N-D. You have to write S-E-N-T. Send. Bangabandhu sent the girls. Girls here. Two daughters and other girl members, female members. The girls Bangabandhu sent the girls where? To a house at road number 15 and the place is Dhanmandi. Dhanmondi. The night was very critical for Bangabandhu's family. Bangabandhu sent the girls to a house at route number 15, Dhanmondi, on that night. Remember the time, 25th March 1971's night. There are other 3 questions for you. You will write down these answers at home and submit the answers physically when you will enjoy classes here according to the schedule. Now, we will discuss section E. Discuss if the sentences are true or false. You are familiar with just type of questions pattern. Give correct information if a statement is false. For example, 1. What will you write? Begum Mujib went to a safer place at Dhanmondi at the night on 25th March 1971. It is not correct, so you have to write false. Correct answer. Begum Mujib stayed with her husband Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman at Dhanmondi at the night on 25th March 1971. Number 2, Bangabandhu had declared the independence of Bangladesh before he was arrested by Pakistan Army. It is true. So, you will write true. There are others. Nobody stood beside the family of Bangabandhu during Liberation War. It is false. Some people assisted Bangabandhu's family. We know that there is a good relation with freedom fighters. Number 4, Bangabandhu's parents became very sick soon after Pakistan Army had set to their homes at Tungipara. Soon after is also true. It happened May, then October they fell ill. Number 5, after Liberation War was over, Sheikh Kamal and Sheikh Jamal both returned home on the same day. False. Now, section F. It's a grammatical text for you. Section F, use of however. is adverb. We use it to show contrast and contradictions. And contradiction. This means oppose each other. You have to write 5 sentences and to write, there is an example for you. I have to write an example also for you. The boy was healthy. However, he did not maintain it. The boy was healthy. The contrast is that he should or he could maintain it, but here he could not maintain it. You can write more examples, and there is an instruction for you to write 5 more pairs of sentence. You will write it and submit with the question number, section number D, E. And finally, you have to ready a paragraph. Write a short paragraph in section G. Write a short paragraph. The title of the paragraph, The Suffering sufferings of people during liberation war. Look at the title page, The Sufferings of People During Liberation War. You have to write in capital letter. So what will you write for this? You will get more informations here in lesson 1, and you can collect information from your other sources, especially you have global studies, Bangladeshi global studies, and history books. The sufferings of the people really were untold because Pakistan army captured, and they continued their massacre genocide, which is called for 9 months. And our brave sons followed the instructions of our great leader, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. So these are the home tasks for you. We will come back in the next session, next class, lesson 2, the tale of homecoming. And hope you will remain better. Wish you best of luck. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much.